Hello everyone, it's Ben from the chair to give you a brand new video today. Yes, it is the first in the series of my Mrs. Brown's Boys collection of the Christmas specials and New Year specials, DVDs and Blu-rays. Now, if you've seen the trailer, you'll know that this is an embarrassment of mine. I've never unboxed the Mrs. Brown's Boys Christmas and New Year specials that I've collected for the last 10 years, over sort of 9 years, that my nana has given me for Christmas presents every year since I've become a Mrs. Brown's Boys fan, almost from the big series 3, I think, that I got into, and every year I'd been given a Mrs. Brown's Boys Christmas special from the year before that I'd watched and said I would unbox every year, and I never got around to it, and we're nearly like 7 or 8 DVDs in now of the Christmas specials. So I thought when I'd do it this year, I thought I'd unbox some of them, but I didn't realise, or watch some of them over the years, but none of them were open. So that was an embarrassment. To show you why it's such a deep embarrassment for me, I'll show you what I'm wearing right now. This is my Mrs. Brown's Boys pyjama top, the blue one, along with the green. Sorry about my PlayStation controller. I'm trying to get the dates right for the review in a sec. And my Mrs. Brown's Boys Jonic Upper T-Sun lounge pants. Now, the original set of these trousers would have been blue, with Mrs. Brown's Boys cartoon face on, with that Mrs. Brown's Boys kind of logo at the side. There's just MBB. So, yeah. But I made a hole in their knees, so I had to get rid of them, and they just looked a bit poo, so I just dumped them. But the t-shirt is looking a bit kind of grey. It's supposed to be white, but it's so old. But the print has never worn off, so until there's a hole in it, I'm going to keep it. And I might try and find some more lounge pants at some point. Probably off Amazon or something, but they're quite expensive now, so I do have another set of pyjamas, but I'm going for the needs of those as well. But I'm losing off track, so let me put the camera back and I'll show you the first Blu-ray. Whoops. Right. So this is the first Christmas special, and you're going, Ben, this isn't the Christmas special, this is the Series 3 Blu-ray. Ah, you'd be wrong. Sorry, it's in a bit dark there. You'd be wrong, because inside, I'm not very good at editing, obviously. I would have edited that out, but I couldn't be bothered. Fuck that. So inside we have the first Christmas special, which is, what is it called? Christmas Crackers. So this came with Series 3. I don't think there is a version on its own, but if you buy Series 3 you get it. So I think there may have been, not sure. But I've got it in Series 3, so I think there is a version on its own, actually, thinking about it. But I didn't need to buy it because it came with this. I think I did buy it once, and then I sold it because it came with this. I was quite peed off, to be honest. There are 3 episodes in this. The first Christmas special was, it was on Boxing Day on 2011, so that's, the first, Series 1 was February 21st, 2011. And then they did the Christmas special, which aired on Boxing Day of that year, and then went straight into Series 2 on January the 2nd, so after New Year's Day. The first Christmas special is basically legendary because it's the first Christmas tree fall. It's, you know, the cowboy song with the tea tray, with the crash helmet test that Winnie needs a job as he's testing products, and it's just a legendary episode. It's really Christmassy. Agnes is waiting for her son to come home, and from the missions is his vicar, and that's really nice. And it's kind of got an emotional moment at the end. And they also sing a song, which at the end of the Christmas song, which is a recurring thing almost every year in every special. So the groundwork was definitely laid with this episode. So we move on to my light was cord was too far away, so I had to pull the table in just a little bit. So we're moving on to the Christmas episode for the following year, which would have been 2012. We have 2 of them. We have one that was broadcast on Christmas Eve 2012, and the second, which was on Boxing Day 2012. So kind of 3 days apart. The reason they done this and not on New Year's Day as they do for the rest of them, that Series 3 started on New Year's Day, and there was no series after Series 3. It just did what they do afterwards. So that's why. Basically, in this episode, Mummy's Christmas, they realise that there is no nativity play this year. So Agnes is like, I'm going to write one. And this introduces a fan character called Father Damien, who is in pretty much every single episode after this as a main character, because Father Quinn is basically gone to a drug rehab facility because he keeps getting drunk. So he's no longer in the series, but they bring in this character called Father Damien, who becomes a mainstay from then on. So and then there's the famous scene of Hillary who needs to get her phone because she leaves it behind, and Agnes rings it, and then the scene where she looks like she's doing the act, and that's a funny scene. And then the other episode, which is a follow-on because Agnes writes this nativity play in Mummy's Christmas, and then in the Boxing Day episode, Mummy's Virgin, the Virgin Mummy, sorry, we see the nativity play. So it's an actual follow-on. There is a part 1 and a part 2, which is the only time this happens in the Mrs. Brown's Boy series, where there is a continuation from the Christmas Day episode and the next episode, like the New Year's or the Boxing Day special. So we actually see this nativity play happen, and as you can probably guess, it kind of goes wrong, and Agnes goes too far with it by putting the baby Jesus into a cannon and firing it past Father Damien as she's talking to him, because Grandad messed with the contraption, firing babies everywhere. So yeah, I think this was a good start to the things, and these 3 episodes did bring back memories for me. I have seen them before, obviously, but I've not seen them for a very long time. I did chuckle. It was very funny in the where are we? In the Mummy's Christmas, that Kathy decided to kind of play a joke on Mrs. Brown about needing to be politer, so she pretends to kind of big brother the house with cameras, so she has to talk all nicely like this. And I thought that was quite funny as well, going back to that episode. So these 3 episodes are amazing. They set the groundwork for what's to come. Obviously, the 2012 New Year's, that's a lie, on Christmas Eve and Boxing Day episodes set the groundwork for the double episodes that were to come. That were on Christmas Day and New Year's Day respectively from then on. So, these 3 episodes set the groundwork for the next 8 years of specials. So it's a good place to start. I'm glad I watched them. I'm looking forward to knowing what the next episode is, which is, according to this, Bucking Mummy and Who's a Pretty Mummy. So yeah, I'm going to look forward to watching those and unboxing the Blu-ray that goes with it. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video. Bye.